Hey, Hound Dogs. I'm David Hankins.
I'm Paul Hankins.
And I'm Trevor Hankins.
I'm Rachel Wells.
I'm Julia Canon.
And welcome to On the Air with Power Squared, our monthly team meeting as we get everybody together.
December 2021.
That's right. So we've done a few of these. We've done the last few months for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think we've done it all year, but how's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing
Christmas.
Christmas, okay.
Yep.
I'm ready for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm ready too.
Yeah.
As you can see, we have a tree behind us. So
So pretty.
we're in the spirit. Yes.
You have a moving ornament in there, or is that a candle?
What?
There's like a thing moving behind on Paul's right, I think. I'm not sure if that was just like a flicker of the light.
Oh, we have one that is
Oh, I see one there.
it's It's a Wonderful Life movie theater, and so it kind of the scrolls.
Ah.
We have,
Adorable.
yeah.
Nice.
And we have another tree up in the front, so we're into Christmas here. So I'll start it off by asking, what is everybody working on as far as Power Squared is concerned?
I'm just about done with the coloring for issue 19. Like, I'm just putting the flats for the last few pages, so I'm going to do the shadowing and lighting soon.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Okay, cool.
I'm in the process of lettering issue 19.
Okay, good. And Rachel?
And I am penciling issue 20. I think since our last meeting, I finished 1 through 8. Those were a lot of fun because pages 7 and 8 had like a lot of black spotting. So it's fun to kind of lay those shapes down and make it look all dynamic and cool, like some LA Noir type stuff. And now I'm working on pages 9 through 16. Those are going to be interesting because we're going out to... Did we ever explain the story for these new issues? Issues 20 to 21?
No, we haven't really.
No.
We talked.
You
I
want
think we
to?
talked a little bit. Well, you signed the NDA, right? No, I'm kidding.
What's an NDA?
Well, yeah, no, we haven't really discussed what the story is about, really. I think we might have mentioned it's called Mission Afghanistan, which I'm not sure if that's going to be how that's going to fly. But it's Marty and Eli get sort of recruited to help the military in a secret mission
Yes.
in a rogue nation as a WMD.
Yeah.
Very intense.
Yeah.
I remember now, we were talking about the bomb sequence. And I
Yeah.
totally thought
Yeah,
you
no.
based the bomb deactivation scene on us playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. But it turns out,
That's the red wire. Where's the red wire?
it turns out people used to deactivate bombs before that game was invented.
Yes.
All right.
And actually, when we wrote that, we had not played that game, so that script's been around
But
since
anyway,
the very beginning of the.
Oh
like when
yeah,
we
like
were
a long time.
doing the infiltration stuff, I was thinking of Metal Gear.
Yeah, that's,
Oh yeah, that's
so
right.
that there's a little Metal Gear in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, in
including a
these
blatant
new
reference.
pages,
Including a blatant reference.
That's right. Oh, hey, if somebody's watching, they go Metal Gear, they might actually want to read it. So what
in
are you
these
saying?
pages we're going to like a new set. We're going to the desert.
Right.
And we're
Yes.
going to like all these military labs, and there's lots of interesting like architecture. I'm gonna be drawing a Humvee at one point.
That's right.
And I'm just looking up references, and there's a lot of like parts where I'm just like, what's going on there?
How do cars work? I don't understand.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an interesting challenge, but I'm excited because it's not something we've ever really done before on this comic. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to make it, interesting.
Yes.
I know we had a big go round about the first panel on page 16. I think we finally got that
yeah.
kind of squared away. No, there was just sometimes seeing it on the page when you draw it, go, well, we should do this and this, and so.
Oh yeah, I getcha. It's definitely best to do it at the thumbnail stage though, because like if you're getting ready to do inks and then we're like, oh, but what about if we did this panel like, and you're just like, ugh. But what else? I remember we were also this week we're working on David and Paul and I were working on the costumes
Yeah.
for certain characters, and Eli and Marty are going to get their own fatigue. It's going to be interesting. I'm sure it's going to be super fun to color. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't anticipate. Julia does not looking like she's looking forward to it. She's just like,
I saw like the first few pages. I saw like the black and white stuff. I'm just like thinking already. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
yeah, I'm sure you will.
Yeah. I mean, I always do.
Yeah, so far. Yeah. Yeah, occasionally. I know there was one time with one issue where I want to say it was at the coloring stage or the lettering stage or something, but we went, oh, that's the wrong. I think it was Nina had colored the wrong character or something.
Right.
And it was like, okay, no, that's the wrong one, and we had to like do something to kind of make it look better or more distinct or something. But.
I think it was the one. I think it was the flashback one, and like I was having trouble with the lighting because part of me knew what you were talking about, and then I knew, but also another part of me knew what you were talking about, and I was also trying to reference like the old stuff, and it was just like a bit of a back and forth with how you guys wanted the lighting. I think it was like a shot where like the twins got their powers from the beginning.
No, this was there was an explosion in the lab, and we went outside, and the person standing there was supposed to be what do we call her? The convincer. Yeah. And she colored it the wrong character, and so we had to like go back. So it was maybe you've had other issues, but that was one I recall. We got down to actually coloring it or lettering it. Went, well, that's the wrong thing. So that does happen occasionally. Or we discovered that I think Nina colored the wrong power on somebody one time or something. So yeah, we had a few of those, but it is best to try to catch it in thumbnails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because I know you like redrawing stuff over and over again.
For some reason, this conversation is reminding me with One Piece, because Ichiro Oda has to draw it with his assistants like every week. There are sometimes like inconsistencies. Like there was actually an SBS question where someone pointed out that Trafalgar Law's death tattoo wasn't consistent all the time. Like sometimes the letters were in different spots, and the reader speculated it was because of Law's devil fruit power, and Oda was like, yeah, that's it, it's because of his devil fruit power.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sometimes I'll notice, like, in finished pages at least, I'll notice an inconsistency from a prior issue or something. I'm just like, oh, that wardrobe in their room, they got a new one.
Yeah.
That's why it looks different. Obviously.
We try to go back whenever we get drawings or colored pages to go back and look at the page before to see, it's the same outfits they're wearing or whatever. Yeah, we do actually.
I often find, like, with the exception of like major characters, when it comes to like little details, people either don't notice it or they don't care. So it's. I guess as an artist, you kind of gotta decide what's worth getting picky over.
But we want to spin all those little characters off into their own stories. Just like Harry Potter, that person could be a movie.
It's true.
So.
Or like sometimes you'll see like a inconsistency in like a TV show or a comic.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like, I found it. Look, there it is.
Or you see
Wow, it's like finding a typo in a book.
Yeah.
That actually happened to me when watching Shang-Chi. Like I wasn't even like trying to look at continuities. It was just right there, and it was one of those days where my brain was actually working. Yeah. And then I whispered to the person I'm with, I'm like, you noticed that too? Or he's like, yep, move on. I'm like.
Excuse me. All right. So I thought we'd talk a little bit about the Kickstarter, which is coming up in February.
Yes.
Supposedly. We're actually having a meeting on Monday with the people at Artith Merrick. We had been trying. I tried like right after Thanksgiving, and they didn't respond for like 2 weeks. But because they were like, I don't know if they were busy or on holiday or something. But so we're finally
sleeping off the tryptophan.
So where were we?
Yeah, sorry, we got a little disconnected there. I was talking about the Kickstarter, which is probably what disconnected us. We had been trying to get a hold of the people at Artith Merrick for a couple of weeks. We're going to have a meeting with them on Monday to talk further about what exactly they're looking for. I mean, they obviously have the graphic novel now. We still need to kind of come up with a title page. They want to have a gallery of covers in it, So the first 5 covers
Aw.
will be in it. They want to have like a page of thanks. I'm like, okay, what were we thinking? They want bios.
Ooh.
Yeah, so unless you guys have something major, I'd like to include the 2 of you because you will be doing stuff on it, because I don't know anything about the people that used to work on the comic book.
Oh
I've really kept.
no.
Well, we have not talked to the artist since we hired you, and I have reached out to the previous colorist, and they've been like,
Mm.
I
no.
invited them to be on the show just as a catch up. Hey, it's been a few years, talk about the issues, and they were like, they both sort of like either ignored it or didn't want to be on it or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I don't know if I have what I can find about them on Facebook, but I don't think they're going to tell me anything, or LinkedIn. They're not going to probably tell me anything, too personal or whatever. So
Yeah.
it'd be nice if you guys would, but there's a little bio of you on the website.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
unless you have some major change to that, I might just use that.
Should probably update. Like, does it say? I think it still says I live in Savannah, but that's not right now. So
Well,
I
it's
should
not.
probably rewrite that.
Okay, so you update that to say you live in Westchester,
Just say like Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
That's probably like just a little more. 'Cause I might not live here for like a few more months. I don't know. We'll
Well,
see.
We're not putting your address in there, so come look for her here. And here's the window. Where she,
There she is.
that's right. On Google Street, you see you go by. There's also going to be the chibis that you're working on for us, Julia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those chibis are so cute.
And we're going to use some of the character designs that you've done for us, and then as well as some artwork from the original that they want to have.
For some reason.
Yeah, which was hard to find really good art the first 5 issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sort of hard because it's
Like,
just
I guess it's like to show like it's like a weird version. I feel like it might be like a weird version of a cliff note of what you're expected to read for the whole thing. So like, I had a point with this. Where did it go?
yeah, Cliff Notes. Wow.
No, like I tried. I had a point and I tried to talk in the book. I tried to talk. It's just like nope. But I think it's just because like there's 2 different art styles. They're trying to ask for like a little bit of like each different like thing they can.
Well, I think
Maybe
they want to have something from the book itself and use that because they think people want to have original art or art from a book. So there were certain images that we went through and found 5 that we thought were as good as it was going to get, and we wanted to have extra things. Rachel had already done some character designs for us which we're going to use in our pitch packet, which we can talk about later, I guess, too. And we thought we'd use some of those. And we have a new cover, a new back cover, so there might be some use of those as well, like as a poster. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. They haven't told us what they want yet.
Right.
And the chibis that you're doing were just sort of. I thought that would be a nice little extra thing to have.
Yeah.
Because I really liked the mocha design you did at the signing. So, and I gave you some feedback we had from the things you turned in.
Yeah, like I read it, so I should have something for you like sometime tomorrow night or Sunday morning.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, and what I want to do is sort of present them. Here are the choices and see what they want to go with.
Okay,
Again,
so like
what?
no, so like just like a few more like mock-up chibis of the boys and like anything else I can think of. Pretty much.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, yeah. They're very. I mean, the mocha. I can tell you really like mocha.
No, I think it's because like it's like a weird thing with like don't get me wrong, like I don't mind like drawing guys, but like I think it's like a thing like I've been so used to drawing like a bunch of like shoujo stuff throughout my life, so like that's like my forte.
Uh-huh.
So like where I go out of it, it's not that it's bad, it's just like yeah.
But
I
yeah,
feel you, man. Like before joining this comic, like all I drew was women. So then like it's this comic with a lot of guys, and I'm just like, Why don't they have boobs?
We technically do, just not our. No boobs. Look at my eyes.
Well, anyway, so there'll be, again, some more. If you want to draw bigger boobs on the girls, go ahead.
Oh no!
But anyway, so we'll be there'll be more. I guess I think that right now the chibis are the only thing new that will be probably included in the package as a tier. And I don't know about stretch goals or any of that kind of stuff. They've really given us very little to go on.
Right.
So hopefully after Monday we'll have just tons of answers.
Fingers
so.
crossed.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna kind of I kind of forced the issue. Let's talk. So let's talk a little bit about 2022 because it's coming up. Besides the Kickstarter, we're hoping to get 13 and 14 out, which would be finally Julia's stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it's weird to tell people. I've had a couple of people ask me, "So how's the comic book going?" Well, we got issue 12 out, and we're working on issue 20. It just sounds like, why aren't they all out? So I'm trying to roll them out slowly. I'd like to get 13, 14, and 15 out next year.
Right.
And 15 is sort of the jumping on point of how they met. So hopefully that will draw just tons of people back in. And we had...
That's what happened.
Yeah. Well, there was somebody one time when we first had their first signing, someone read the first issue and said, well, if she's got the powers, why couldn't she just done it all herself? Like, well... Screw you, but thanks for saying that after the fact. And it was basically, well, there's reasons, and she didn't know what the reasons were, and we did, so we decided we just do an issue eventually.
The reason because she didn't used to know what an iPhone was. Needs a little help.
But it was just sort of like, thanks for the input there. But it did make us think we should do a kind of a why she did this.
Yeah.
Why she needs them. So anyway, so that's what issue 15 is about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I have to get those out. And then I guess be working on the next Kickstarter for 2023. Because the idea is they want to do these on a fairly regular basis and be getting everything out. So into these graphic novel BDs that'll sell in France.
Yeah.
So. And they originally talked about doing other languages, but they haven't mentioned that lately. I don't know if it's just a process and it's taking longer than they thought.
Yeah, I think that'll take time.
Yeah. So, anyway, so hopefully we'll finish 2021, 22.
Yeah.
only 7 issues behind. So, in the last time we had a little team meeting, I asked you guys if you'd be more involved in the newsletter. Have you thought about that?
I just have to actually think of something first before I really.
What?
I've been trying to think for a while, like what I could try to make or see if I can do anything with the comics lately, but just because of time and everything, I haven't been able to think of something so far.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Sure, that's a good excuse. Okay.
The best thing I can think of is some work in progress stuff, maybe aside from the usual peak of the week, something that's farther ahead, maybe a shot of something either pencils or thumbnails I'm thinking of, maybe a character design that makes people go ooh,
yeah,
I wanna see what that's about,
Or we could also maybe make the peak of the week be that for the week as well. And just,
that's an idea.
Yeah.
I do the peak of the week for whatever issue is about to come out. 13, for example, is coming out.
Yeah.
That's at some point in the near future. I guess I'm thinking if you were coming out with a newsletter that had one of the character designs for this newest issue, the general, people are what? Who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See you in 2024. Yeah. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, we kind of got ahead of ourselves, and we're slow at releasing for whatever reason.
Right.
Yeah, we just are. So that's a good idea. We could do something for a future as a peak of the week as well.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard sometimes to find, enough panels for an issue that don't basically tell the whole story. As I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
And this page is this, but I like the idea of taking something like going from the thumbnail all the way through the process. And actually, for some reason, the one that's all of them gets more of a response for some reason than the individual ones. More people look at that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
anyway, I'm trying to fill that, sort of put something new on the website every week,
Yeah.
And besides putting up, I feel like I'm fading away. I don't want to go. Just try and put out something new kind of something different every week on the website, besides the videos and this podcast.
Yeah.
Something to look at since we're a comic book. But anyway, so if you have any ideas, I'm back. It's like it's an end game. I don't want to go.
Mr. Stark, I don't
be-
feel so
Yeah,
good.
that's it. I could not think of that. That's what I wanted to say. But anyway, if you you could so we'll try that maybe not in January, which is in a couple of weeks, but maybe in February we could start doing that. So you might want to think of what you want to submit for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought I would do something fun here and ask, what are people's plans for the holidays? I know mine, which isn't much. What are yours?
Visiting family,
Yes,
seeing puppies.
yes, more dogs.
Actually, it's with the family that only has one dog, but it's a baby, so
Aww.
that's the equivalency of 3 dogs at one.
Aww.
And
A
you,
puppy
Rachel?
dog. We're gonna be staying at home, and my husband Dom's mom is coming over from Florida.
Oh,
So she's never been this far north before. So that's gonna be very interesting. We're gonna exchange presents. I'm gonna be cooking a ton of stuff. I'm gonna make a vegan ham. I'm gonna make fried chicken, because I don't know if
Vegan
in
chicken?
Japan. Yeah, in Japan they eat fried chicken for Christmas. So I decided, why not? Why can't we do that too?
So are you
I
gonna
made-
do that? Oh, sorry.
What?
Are you gonna
Go
do
ahead.
that recipe where you take a bunch of flour and just knead out all of the?
Oh God, no! That process seems so oh my Lord! I think I would. That would take all day. I think all day. Instead, you just use tofu.
Fair enough.
But I made it. But I made it last week, and it was really good. So I'm excited to make it again.
is it?
But,
I mean, does it taste like chicken, or do you even know what
yeah.
chicken tastes like? Okay.
It does taste like chicken.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I always thought if you were going, and I'm not criticizing going vegan, but that you would just I don't need a hamburger anymore, or I don't need things that look like things,
Right.
because
It's
I'm not
true.
eating that. I don't quite understand that mindset of making fried chicken out of tofu.
It's true. So usually, I like tofu that just tastes like tofu, right? Or whatever flavor it happens to be. But sometimes you want to have fun.
Yeah.
Just have vegan KFC.
Eventually your brain's gonna be like, no, I want something different, and then
Yeah. But what else? I know Dom's mom also likes to make this stuff for Christmas called ponche de crema, which is basically eggnog, Latino version.
Okay.
So that's gonna be fun. And yeah, that's what I've got.
Okay. Well, we're gonna actually have a ham, and it's gonna be a real ham. So, but it'll taste
Yummy.
like tofu. That'll be the. And then
actually,
what?
oh, sorry, go.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I was gonna say actually at our work we did a Secret Santa thing.
Aw.
But the problem was a lot of us didn't know that one of our coworkers is going to be going on vacation in a couple days.
Oh.
So what we did was a spontaneous Secret Santa where we put the names one day and then the next day we had to figure out what to get.
Oh.
I'm just like, these are one days I'm glad I live near a Ross. Everyone else just like got gift cards and went to Walgreens or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I went to Ross.
Ralph's.
Ralph's.
Ralph's is a grocery store chain here.
Oh yeah.
So in case Rachel doesn't know the reference. Has anybody had trouble with, what they want's not there, or deliveries being slow or anything?
I've actually been really happy. Like Amazon's been delivering all my stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling, I guess I kind of have to sleep with myself knowing someone at the Amazon warehouse is being horribly abused. But
Jeff
I don't
Bezos
know.
gets to go into space, so it makes it all worthwhile.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was worried for a second that he wouldn't.
Yeah. So, phew. And it's nice if he goes and greets you as you come off every time, too. What a billionaire with nothing to do. Julia, have you found everything you needed when you needed it?
Yeah, I just one of the guys that I got, like he's like very thankful for whatever he gets. I got him the scarf and a few chocolates from Ross. From the place.
They
I just put
sound
in the bag
similar.
Yeah. Start with an R. Yes. Yeah, with an S.
So like, yeah, I got like a scarf. I got like a scarf and like some Ferrero Rocher chocolates because like for some reason Ross is selling like crap ton of Ferrero Rocher. So I'm just, like,
Yeah.
grab that too just to add a bit more to the money pile, and boom, Merry Christmas.
All right. And we got Rachel's card, and I sent cards out. I don't know if you guys have gotten them yet. But
You need
I haven't gotten any yet.
one?
Aw.
what?
Got it in the mail today.
Oh, there you go. See?
Is that the peanuts?
Yes.
Yeah.
This.
Aw, so cute.
Yours will be
I
very,
haven't
very
gotten mine
similar.
yet.
Yes, yours will be very, very similar.
But
you notice I put the
I know
little
I did the cards really early this year because I was afraid about the post.
Mhm.
And everyone seems to be getting them on time. But I know like in recent years I would have like friends from like the Midwest and saying like, "Hey, thanks for your card" in like February. I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah, I've only sent out a handful of cards actually because a lot of people don't send them at all anymore. And so you like feel like after a while it's like I'm sending this guy a card every year and I never get one back, so maybe I just won't send one. And then that, of course, that'll be the year they send something. And then you look like, hey, okay, so yours will look very similar to what Julia's looks like. And you notice I put the
I'm looking
little
forward to it.
I put the little sticker on the back, the little extra. Yeah, okay.
In the back of the card or in the back?
On the back of the envelope was a little sticker holding the envelope together.
Aw.
Yeah, see the
No,
extra.
because like I skipped this because I use like a letter opener
Yeah.
like to open stuff. So
I
I would
figured,
show
I
the,
have no time for stickers.
I would show the sticker, but it's got
That's-
your address on it, and I am not that kind of.
Oh.
all right, thank you. But anyway, I was just trying to be that little extra something that
Cool.
that came with it. We're trying to go through honestly and use. We have like tons of cards that we've set some of, and we still have like a lot left over. So we're trying to go through that, and we have stamps from years ago as well. So does anybody have any like what they're looking forward to in 2022? Besides, it doesn't have to be Power Squares related.
Not sure.
Well, you're thinking about moving, Rachel?
Yeah, well, Dom has a job it's about 45 minutes from here. It's a lot closer to Philadelphia. I don't think we'll actually live in Philadelphia. I'm not sure of like living right in the city, but probably one of the suburbs there. There's like a little town called Ardmore. They've got like a little Japanese grocery store and all sorts of like different restaurants, and it's just such a cute little place. And I was like, oh, it'd be so nice to live there. I don't know if we'll actually live there, but it's something we're gonna think about more, I guess, intensely once the new year rolls around.
So is his commute 45 minutes, or is he 45
Yeah.
minutes? Oh, well, that's in LA. That's nothing, honestly.
I know
I
Yeah, well,
I-
yeah, because
I-
like on the East, it's like, oh my god, it's an eternity. But yeah, in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, I take surface streets and it takes me 30 minutes to get, and it's like 10 miles. So 45
Wow.
minutes, I would have signed up for that. it used to be like an
Yeah.
hour and a half each way for me.
Yikes.
45
Not going
minutes.
home.
What?
It's an hour and a half going home.
Yeah.
Because like it's quick to get to your work. It's like even slower to get back home.
Yeah. I always think, like, doesn't everybody want to go home? Why aren't we going faster? You know.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But anyway, that sounds interesting. And Julia,
Yeah.
do you have any wishes for the new year?
I hope that things start like getting better. That's the one thing I would wish for.
So, okay, so you're the when you have a toast, it's for peace on earth. Okay. Well, all right.
We've got midterm
I wish that.
elections
Yeah, I
next
wish
year,
that last
so-
year. We all know what happened there.
Yeah. It was you
no.
then. It was you.
Hey, I'm the one that yelled Jumanji on New Year's. I don't know what you guys do.
So we now know who to blame.
Blame
Okay.
Trevor. Sorry.
What?
I was like, let's blame Trevor. Why did you do this?
Yeah. No. So we all turn on him. That'd be me. But anyway, so do you have any wishes for the year?
I don't know. There's probably some like games or movies I'm looking for.
Okay.
There's gonna be a lot of good games and movies next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen a movie in the theater lately?
Yeah.
I saw the Kimetsu no Yaiba movie in April, and that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, we were like looking into how hard it would be to rent a theater for a private screening because I'm trying to avoid.
Be so much fun.
Yeah, it's not cheap. Is the downside to it.
Not, yeah.
Back in October, there was a thing where you could do it for $99 up, and now it's like $500, $400,
Yikes.
$500.
Because someone told, and now everyone wants it, and now they have to scalp it.
Yeah, and it was.
There's a place around here called Gamers Heaven. It's like a tabletop gaming store, but they also have some video game stuff, and they have this tiny little theater room that has like couches and chairs and a big ass like 4K projector type screen, and you can just rent it out with like 8 of your friends. You can watch YouTube, you can watch movies, Netflix, you can watch anything. And I'm like, oh my god, that'd be so cool for like a party.
Yeah. So let us know
like
when we should be there.
Oh, yeah.
Come on over the East Coast, man.
I would say screw the movies, plug in the Switch, and play Mario Party and or Smash.
Everybody has their priorities.
Play it on the movie theater screen.
Yeah.
All right. There was some concert and I forgot the name of the group, but they did it at AT&T Stadium. They have that big, huge screen, and
Yeah.
they rented it out so they could play a video game on it. So
It's adorable.
That's so much fun.
yeah. All right. Well, anything else?
If you are watching this on YouTube later and you like this conversation, leave a like if you liked it, and consider subscribing and ringing that bell.
All right. So until next time, I'm David Hankins.
I'm Paul Hankins.
I'm Trevor Hankins.
I'm Rachel Wells.
I'm Julia Canon.
And you've been on the air with Power Squared.